And if you dress for winter, you should be fine today.
Days are officially over, and whatever your New Year's resolutions are, we've got a way to gain strength, up your overall fitness, and leave you feeling healthier. Barbara Grant of Retrofit Pilates is here to show us how. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is Mary down here on the floor showing us all what she needs to show us this morning. So
that's great.
Now, this is a great business that you've had for over 10 years in Toronto, and you realized the need for this niche in our market that needed to be filled. Tell me a little bit about Pilates itself. You know, people know it's been around forever, but what makes your business different?
Well, Pilates really focuses on your core inner strength. So it's all about building a foundation of strength to support your body through all its activities. New Year's comes along, people get really gung-ho about going out and starting a new fitness program, and what happens is a few weeks later, the fitness program falls apart a little bit, and often it's because people get injured.
Yes, people burn out, don't they?
They burn out so quickly.
Yeah.
And it's often because they're doing exercises that are not necessarily that appropriate for them. I mean, it's great to have that energy and enthusiasm, but we need to have a really measured approach, especially if you're going into a fitness program after not doing anything for a long time or not ever really doing anything. So the thing about Retrofit Pilates is we customize programming for whatever your capacity and fitness level is. We've got clients from new moms to elite athletes to people with hip replacement, knee replacement, because Pilates can really target the core needs, that real strong support to give your body what it needs to do all the activities.
I think that's what's great about Pilates, and Pilates itself, you know, it's a good workout. No matter how much of an elite athlete you are, it really challenges you, and I think that's great that you can customize to whatever age level, and again, whether you have had injuries, as you say, hip replacements. That's great, because some people would be afraid if they've had a hip replacement to even work out, period.
Exactly.
But you have to.
Exactly, and not every Pilates class is going to be appropriate for someone with a hip replacement. It's the way we can specify and develop those programs, because what's most important is this core strength, your deep abdominal, back, diaphragm, pelvic muscles you don't even know you have.
I was just going to say that, because you do feel that when you're doing Pilates, it forces you to focus so intently on all those little areas and really hold in. I mean, you're mentioning to Mary here about holding in her core, and really, like, you have to keep that focus the whole time.
Exactly.
And I think while you're focusing on that, you forget that, wow, I'm working hard here, and all of a sudden it's over. So, you know, because you're focusing so hard on keeping your body in tune with your body, really.
Exactly, and that's a really big part of Pilates as well, is that mental focus, because that calms you down, it brings you into your body, it makes all the busyness of life that you experience outside of the studio a lot easier to deal with. So, I mean, exercise in general is great for stress reduction. No matter what you're doing, it's going to be really great. But Pilates focus on breath and really specific movements really helps you draw that focus into yourself, and that carries you through your day when everything gets really crazy as well.
And that's the thing, it takes you a moment out of your day for yourself, right?
Exactly.
And so again, as you say, focusing on the breathing, forcing you to breathe. Some people don't breathe very well.
Exactly.
We shallow breathe, don't we, on a regular basis, so that's helping you as well. Now, with this type of program, when someone comes to you, how do you start them out? Is this a one-on-one?
We offer all sorts of different ways to begin Pilates at Retrofit. So we do a lot of one-on-one training, and again, that is completely specified for your individual needs. But one-on-one training isn't for everyone, so we offer a variety of classes, group classes, both on the mat work and on the very specific Pilates equipment, which is pretty interesting equipment, very different than what you'll see in a gym. And we do that at all different levels. So we have therapeutic type Pilates for back pain, we have Pilates for men, we have Pilates for new mums, we have programs for highly advanced practitioners. We have, because it can be designed for all those different needs, because the base of it, the core of it, is all about this deep foundation of strength.
Sure, and that's the thing. It's nice to have an exercise because we all should be exercising no matter what the
Absolutely,
situation.
of course,
You know,
of course.
people who are even confined to wheelchairs realize they have to get their body moving somehow, some way. So they do upper body movements and trying to just keep themselves fit. So we all need to do it.
Absolutely.
So again, it's nice to have something that's adaptive to somebody else. So let's put your website up on the screen here as well and give more people more information. Again, you were saying Mary's been with you for 10 years.
For
now?
10 years, yes.
So I mean that's amazing. It's
People who come to Retrofit, once they find Pilates, it's something they can really stick with. It's a challenging workout, but it's a gentle workout too.
Yes.
Sometimes you watch it and you think, oh, well, that doesn't look very challenging, and then you get in
Until you
there and
try
you
it.
realize how
Yes.
challenging it is. But one of the great things about Pilates is you can come and you don't need to shower afterwards. You wear bare feet. It's a very different environment than a gym as well. So people can find a real alternative that they like.
That's great. And again,
Retrofit.
it's also weight bearing by your own personal weight. So,
Absolutely.
Which is
And
something that's very important to all of us. Too.
Exactly.
We need to have that.
Exactly. Working with our own weight and using it as a resistance to build strength.
Sure. Okay, well, thank you so much, Barbara, for coming
Thanks
on the
for
show.
having me.
Retrofit.ca, again, in downtown Toronto. And Mary, thanks for working so hard. You're almost done. She's working so hard, but it's better being in here and being warm, so just go with it. Keep going. Keep going. We're going to break. We'll be right back.
Ibiza, work it out. LA, work it out. San Francisco.
Misses the gold medal game in the World Junior Hockey Tournament for the first time in a decade. And it's a photo finish in the Iowa caucuses. We'll get to those stories in a little bit. Glad you're with us on this Wednesday morning. Up first, though, Welland Hospital is dealing with an enteric outbreak.